Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, the domestic goddess, chief cook, and doggy mama, and restaurant at the man here in the paddy wagon.
Oh, we're twinsies
Are we
today.
twinsies?
Yeah.
My hat's better than your hat's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. That's
someone
awesome.
someone on Facebook said, I love your RWB getup today. Red, white, and blue getup.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
RWB, red, white, blue. Anyway. So.
Well, welcome. We are here live from beautiful Mount Hood. And we've had some internet glitches today. That's why we're a little bit late, because
it's all the solar flares, man.
Solar flares are messing us up.
So if things go poop, just give it a minute. It'll come back.
Okay.
Don't freak out. Play the intro.
Play the intro. I gotta find the button.
You always have to find the button.
Well, hi to everybody in the chat, Michelle and Greg and Scott and Dawn and Angel, Nolan and Janice. Howdy. Well, tonight we are talking about a bunch of stuff, but we're going to be talking about how to find Bigfoot, basically. And I want to.
How do you find the world's hide and seek champion? Come on. He's a champion. But seriously, that's the question that we're always asked. In fact, sometimes multiple times by the same questioners. What will make my chances better at finding Bigfoot? How do I actually have a sighting? How do I have an encounter? We actually have no answers, but we might have some tools to make it easier.
We got some tools to make it easier. One of the things is you got to spend a stupid amount of time in the woods.
Even more than we spend.
Yeah,
really
a stupid amount of time.
We're working on that too. Watch for some changes next year.
Yes, this year.
Even this year.
Yeah, within the next few months, there are going to be some major changes in our patterns. Okay, so we're working on that. So folks, I'm going to share with you a tool we didn't have a few years ago, but we have now.
And some of you already have this tool. That's okay. But
right.
I'll bet you don't know all the little secrets
to it. To actually enhance your chances of having an encounter. And does anybody know what that tool is?
Raptor says it's called being in the right place at the right time. LOL. And that is absolutely correct.
It is.
However, with that said, how do you know where the right place at the right time is? Because the right place at the right time is exactly how he had his double sighting. And he knew he actually used something really similar to what we're going to be sharing with you tonight.
Exactly. So how do you know where the right time and the right place is? And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But first, I want to shout out a few really awesome people. Now, I shouted them out the other day, but I really want to shout out Janice and Terry and Elaine and David and Linda, because on Saturday, they all convened and converged upon the North American Bigfoot Center and waited in anticipation for Squatch America to show up. And they went in and asked Cliff, hey, have you seen Scott and Hannah from Squatch America? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about what they're doing. And while they were all busy being, having coffee and going through the North American Bigfoot Center, waiting for us, we were here waiting for the truck battery to charge, waiting. Yep. And so found out my truck has a parasite. It's sucking energy somewhere with the key off. And I got to find it. I haven't had a chance to do that yet because I've been stuck in this freaking chair for
He's a cripple. He's been a cripple for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I have a little knee problem that flares up every once in a while. It's from my time in the military, jumping off things and jumping out of airplanes. And every once in a while, it's called jumper's knee, actually. And it just flares up for no reason whatsoever. Don't know what triggers it. Don't know why.
Anyway, those 5 Squatch Americans showed up, and they came to visit us when they were done, and we all went out to lunch, and it was still a fun day.
Yeah,
and then with the truck running, we did go and spend some time chatting with Cliff and seeing his new exhibits, the Ape Canyon.
The Ape Canyon exhibit is awesome.
Off the chain.
Yeah, and he's having a big brouhaha about that on
next weekend.
Yeah.
Or next weekend.
So. Yeah. So
anyway.
Hey, Jeremy.
Jeremy, nice to see you. Yes, we've got some awesome shirts. They're some of our favorites.
Yeah. It says Bigfoot.
Born free, still free. Because freedom is our birthright.
So there we go. So without further ado, we're going to talk about a tool that you can use to help you
be intelligent about where and when you are.
Exactly. And what that tool is called I got a button for that.
You and your buttons.
The Bigfoot Mapping Project.com.
Bigfootmap.com.
Or Bigfootmap.com. It's called the Bigfoot Mapping Project. And when you bring it up on the internet, this is what it looks like. They also have a phone app that you can download. Just look up the Bigfoot Mapping Project or the Bigfoot Map on your app store, and you'll be able to find it. So this is what it looks like when you bring it up on your computer. I always use the new map, so why I don't know why they have a link to the old map. The new map's way better. On their opening page here, you can actually submit your report. You can contact them directly. You can buy their merch, and there's also a login if you set up an account with them. But if you click here, what you get is a beautiful map. This map
is actually what we use to determine, do we want to have a home base in a particular part of the country?
Exactly.
We find somewhere we like, and then we pull up the Bigfoot Mapping Project, and they say, okay, is this a squatchy area?
Exactly. So when it opens up, you have this here, so you can submit a new report. You can just close this tab real quick. We're not going to look into that. But if you look here, you see all these white areas, like here and here. Apparently, lower Pennsylvania in eastern Ohio is a hot spot, and there's a couple hot spots here down in Florida. But if you see all the white here, I meant right here in the Portland area, all up and down the Cascades here between all these volcanoes.
That's all the Bigfoot's fleeing the Portland area.
Yeah, that's all the hot spots. So you can actually zoom in here, just scroll with your little finger, and it'll show you all the Bigfoot reports. So I'm going to find out where we're at here. There's Oregon City, Estacada, Gresham, Rhododendron. Okay, we're getting
Rhododendron is where Mountain Hood Village, right there.
Mountain Hood Village. This is where we're actually at right now. I just give it away. I just doxed myself. We're right here.
Not too squatchy here. I mean, it is a little bit.
Well, I'm in a white spot. I mean, look at that.
Oh,
okay. So to give you an idea,
how to use
this is if you go here, this is a survey to help you figure out.
By the way, those little,
to help them figure stuff out, you can fill out a survey. But
that's a report. That's a reporting.
It's a reporting form too. So, but here's the legend. Here's what helps you. So when you're zoomed out, you got dots. They show a lot of dots and stuff. These are the orange ones are the last 7 days. Green ones are the last 48 hours. Blue ones are the last 10 days. These black dots you see here, these black dots are actually trailheads. So you can figure out
the United States Geological Survey.
Yeah, so you can go to these to figure out, hey, if I find these Bigfoot down here, this is the trailhead I use.
That's pretty clever.
But so the red ones are new sightings. The green ones are from John Green's database. John Green is one of the old original Bigfooters from back in the day.
Original gangsta.
Original gangsta Bigfooter from Canada. But so he actually, they actually input his entire database into this. If you want some of the older Bigfoot stuff, that's the green ones. And then it goes into the yellow ones are sightings. The green speakers, I don't know, there's one right here. These green speakers are sounds.
So that's where they heard a whoop or heard a knock or something like that.
The blue ones are footprints finds. And you can zoom in to see where they were found right there. That's along the Clackamas River there. Go figure. So I'm trying to get back to where we were. I lost this again.
Mountain Hood Village, right there.
Anyway.
So honestly, you know, if you look at where we are now and you look at all those yellow ones, which are sightings, that's exactly where Todd Neese took us last year on those ridges.
Yeah.
So okay. So now that we've gone through the legend, after our first commercial break, maybe you could talk about how you use this legend to determine what your activity is going to be.
Yes, we will.
And with that said,
buttons. Who's got the buttons? I'm trying to figure out which ad we want to do. How about
hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Hannah here from Squatch America, and we want to welcome you to Cloudcroft, New Mexico, where mystery meets adventure. Introducing the Bigfoot Encounter Museum, the ultimate destination for all cryptozoology enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Step into a world shrouded in legend and intrigue, where the mysterious stories of Bigfoot come to life. Our museum is a treasure trove of artifacts, exhibits, and interactive displays that delve into the fascinating history and folklore surrounding this legendary creature. Get ready to embark on an immersive journey through time, exploring the captivating tales of eyewitness accounts, footprint casts, compelling documentaries, and so much more. You'll be amazed as you unravel the mysteries and evidence surrounding this elusive and enigmatic creature. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, the Bigfoot Encounter Museum in Cloudcroft, New Mexico promises an unforgettable adventure for all ages. Come and create lasting memories as you immerse yourself in the world of Bigfoot lore. Plan your visit today and uncover the secrets of Bigfoot at the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Your journey into the unknown awaits. Cloudcroft Bigfoot Encounter Museum. Discover the legend, experience the mystery.
all right?
Hi, Shelley.
Hi, Shelley. Hi, Dale. You made it. Okay. So, yeah, go visit the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Museum. We're going to be headed back there later on this year, this fall,
sometime in
late summer. I don't know, sometime
summer, fall, after Labor Day sometime.
Yeah. So if you want an idea where the Cloudcroft Bigfoot Museum is, since we have an interactive map right here.
It's right there.
See this hot spot right here?
That's right where it is.
That's right where it's at. It's right there.
Right in between Alamogordo and Roswell, in those mountains.
Yeah, in these mountains right here, that's where the Bigfoot Cloudcroft,
the Cloudcroft Bigfoot
Encounter actually museum
is.
So to get back here to where we're at, so we're going to talk about how to use this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. You can actually click on the map layers and you can get rid of some stuff that you don't want.
What would you get rid of?
What would I get rid of? I would get rid of,
let's say, based on where we are right now, if your knee was functioning and we were going to go out squatching this weekend, what would you get rid of?
Well, I'm getting rid of the trail locations real quick. And we can get rid of the John Green sightings because they're old. And the historical sightings right here will show you, if you do that, it'll show you the...
It got rid of almost everything.
Yeah, these are all recent since 2020. These are 2020 and beyond.
Well, that just got rid of almost all of Oregon.
Yeah. So, and there's a way to get rid of that. Let's see, which one is that? That's not that one. There's another one. Where's the one that says...
Folks, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Oh,
so
here we go. I'm trying to get rid of that. There we go. Now we got rid of the hotspot thing, so you can actually look at where all the sightings are.
Wow, that just increased it.
Yeah. So
you got rid of the thermal
looking thing. Yeah.
Well, that just gave us a whole lot more to look at.
So here's what I want to do. What I do is when we're in an area, so you go to an area, you find out where you're at, you zoom out, you find all the Bigfoot sightings in that area, and then you can click on them. And this is the cool thing. 10/19/2003. Here's the thing. Don't pay attention to the year so much, but pay attention to the month. October. So this one here was in September. This one here, we don't know. This one here, what's this one say? Don't know. These footprints were found. Don't know. This one, June. This one is
February
8.
That's August.
Did we already do that one?
Yeah. July
10,
October September. We don't know. November. Go towards rhododendron. See what's over in rhododendron. August. June. February. That was a footprint though.
Mm-hmm.
So there's August
again.
So basically most of what we've seen is August, September, October. August, September, October. So we're looking at late summer, early fall.
Exactly. So if you look at these dates.
So if you go over here to rhododendron in February, what are your chances?
Not good.
You go there, not Labor Day weekend, bad time to do anything. But if you go there, middle of September,
your chances are better. So look at the month, because Bigfoot follows food. I don't know if they have a migration pattern. I tend to think they don't, but they have a territory basically, and they're in different places in their territory, and their territory could be 200 miles. I don't know, but they're in certain places in their territory certain times of the year. Another thing to look at too is if you look at the years, 2004, 94, 2002, 85, that's an old one. 96,
2001, 93.
So it's
kind of a wild card.
So to give you kind of an idea, if you think about it, these here are odd number years. These are even number years. I don't know if there's anything to that. So how did
gives
you an idea.
How did you use a map before you had your sighting? And then we're going to answer some of the questions in the chat.
Okay, where I had my sighting is actually
it's on the other side of the state.
It's on the other side of the state. So we zoom out here. We're going to zoom in here. Actually, my sighting is not on here, and I really should put it on here. I'm
really
slacker. But my sighting was in, actually, There's Pocahontas Road. There's Mill Creek.
Go up, Mill.
Go up Marble Creek. That's too far. Right here. Go around to here.
Go
Hike
up.
down this road. It's right about there. That's where my sighting was. Almost
you should
exactly.
you're on the website right now. You should just put it there.
I should, but I want to download the pictures and stuff. Anyway, so, but how did I find my sighting now?
Because you did not have the Bigfoot mapping project.
Because we did not have the Bigfoot mapping project. How I did it was we had people submitting reports to our website. And being the Bigfoot guy in the Baker City area, we got a whole lot of reports. You know, directly to us, people saying, hey, I was here, I was here, I was here. So we kind of figured out where they might be.
And so what he had was a great big corkboard on the wall of our basement and a great big map of Oregon and those little red, yellow, blue, and green pins. And he just kept putting pins in the map.
I made my own Bigfoot map.
He made his own Bigfoot map. And just so you know, it was that Bigfoot map that Expedition Bigfoot ganked from him for their first season. Just so you know.
Yeah, just so they, you know, that was my map that they used.
Anyway,
so
no harm, no foul, right?
we can get done with that. I know he wants, actually,
I know. So let's get back to, so that's how we did it. But the Bigfoot mapping project can be used in a very similar way if people would actually submit their reports.
Right.
And that's something that we find is really, really common, is that people will come to us and tell us their stories. And then we'll say, hey, would you please go submit that report? And they say yes. And then they don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So people are not submitting reports. You're seeing a fraction. This here, even on this mapping project, it's a fraction of the encounters that people have had. All right, let's visit New England.
Okay, so
let's go visit Millinocket, Maine, just for fun.
Vermont is right here.
Oh, Maine is right there too.
But we had somebody ask about Vermont.
I know, Donald.
Don. So there's a lot of recent reports. All these red ones are recent reports. Well, I don't know how 96 is a recent report.
Well, it's in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's still not right. But
that's still not right. Here's a 2020. There's 2003. So what part of Vermont? I'm not familiar with the parts.
We know where Bennington is because they had a nice Walmart. We parked in there. We camped in their parking lot that one time. On our way to Millinocket the first year.
Mm-hmm. So while we're waiting to find out what part of Vermont,
let's go to Millinocket. There's Bangor.
There's Millinocket, Maine. That's where Dale's from. I just outed you, Dale. You're from this little burg right here, Millinocket, Maine, which is right next to the mighty Mount Katahdin.
Which kicked our butts when we tried to climb that bad boy.
Yeah, where's Mount Katahdin? It's right up here. But there's some oh wow, there's a recent sighting right here.
1916.
That's not a recent sighting. I mean, they need to fix their color coding thing. Okay.
Look at those yellow ones, though.
Yeah.
Oh, those are way up there. So
here's one by Millinocket Pond. That was in 88.
Isn't that the one that dude saw?
88. Yeah. 82. I'll tell you what, it's hard to, I do not envy Bigfooters in Maine or Vermont or back in those areas. The woods are so flippin' dense back there. It is scary how dense they are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 2002 Wood Knocks and Vocalizations. That's by, I can never say any of the lake names either.
It's by some pond.
It's by this lake, whatever it's called.
It's Namakanta.
Namakanta.
We need that one real estate guy. He can say all those names.
Yeah, I can't say all the Maine names. Maine's got weird names.
All right, we're back. We had to wait for it. We had to wait for the solar flare to finish flaring. Anyway, outside, Mine happened outside Huntington in Buell's Gore, Vermont. I don't know where that is. Here, I will look it up on, and if you don't know where something is on and can't find it on the mapping project, then you go to your handy dandy, oh my gosh. You go to your handy dandy Google Maps.
Yeah.
And find out where something is. Oh, that's calendar. I don't even want to look at my calendar. It's so ugly right now. Google Maps. Let's see where Buell's Gore is. No, that's not right. Buell's Gore, Vermont.
Okay, zoom out so I can see what
I know.
part of Vermont is it in?
It's just southeast of Burlington.
Where's Burlington?
All right, let me help you out.
That lake.
There's Montreal, so it's up in the northern part. It's off of 89.
What lake?
It didn't say. Hold on.
What's that?
It doesn't say. Sandbar State Park, Grand Isle State Park. It doesn't say what lake this is. Oh, Lake Champlain.
Oh, there it is.
It's okay.
There's Burlington right there. So
it's like between Burlington and Stowe and south. Where's Burlington?
Right here.
So move the screen up. Up. There you go. And where's Stowe? And Stowe's going to be over here somewhere.
I think you're too far.
No, look. This is what we go through, folks. This is exactly how we do everything. We duke it out until he realizes that I'm usually right. Anyway, so why don't you scroll out and see if there are any sightings in that area at all? In that part of Vermont.
Oh, I found Huntington.
That's not Huntington.
Okay. So anyway, it's this area. So there are some sightings in this area. There's this one here for a little bit south. That was in 2015.
Actually, that might be it. Look at.
Oh, that might be it.
That might be it. It's not too far from the south end of Lake Champlain. Was playing around with wood knocks in a side yard to scare my mother. Got a response. Did not expect it and did not understand what I was hearing. I would knock once or twice and it would thump the ground, but not mimic me. I went and got my mom and wife and brought them out. They heard it too. Then a second one joined further down the wood line. They both would respond, but not at the same time. They did not thump twice when I did. They would thump once or not at all. When the first one started walking through the woods toward us, we retreated. Went inside. So actually that might be it. It doesn't have Buell's Gore there.
No, it isn't. He said.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not. Oh.
Do you have that contact information on it? They do not have the contact.
No, they keep them anonymous.
They keep them
and by
anonymous.
the way, Dale, this is called the Bigfoot Mapping Project. You can look up Bigfoot Map in your app store or go to bigfootmap.com on the computer.
So I want to show you something else really cool. First of all, a couple different things. One, we're going to go down here to just north of Crater Lake. It's weird how I can find all these places just looking on the map. Weird. Up here, there's a button called coordinates, which is really kind of cool. So when you put this here, you can put this over here and you can actually get the coordinates. And you can copy and paste them into your map and go right to the spot. That's a pretty cool thing you can do. You can also look up different areas, whatever. You can just search button there, do the coordinates or not. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donald says that his was further north and it's not on the map. You need to submit a report on our website.
Yeah.
SquatchAmerica.com. Scroll down the page and then you'll see a place where you can do your report. Just read all the words, read to the end of the sentences. You'll find it. It's good. It's easy.
So here's a couple places.
Are you back in, where are you?
We're in Oregon.
Oh,
we're just in a place called Wendigo Pass. Scott Goebbels are here in the chat right now with us.
Oh,
and
that's his.
Here's a 2023 one. But here's the cool thing that you can also do. They also do is they have the photographs
Gosh, I recognize that photograph.
Yeah.
I wonder who uploaded that.
I wonder who took that picture. Oh, that was me who found this footprint. Scott and I, we found this footprint here.
And actually, Cliff looked at this picture the other day, and he said, "Look at those toes."
Yep. So this one's like almost 20 inches long. It's a beautiful footprint. We found that one. Oh, I need to go back. I got to push buttons here.
Oh, buttons. Who's got the button?
Okay. So, and then there's these footprints also. I think this is the little guy footprint. Here's another one that in the same area. Where's the other one? There it is. It's up here. I don't think the coordinates is right on this one. It might be. I might be totally off, but here's one that Scott found years ago. Baby footprints, juvenile footprints, and adult footprints all together at 3 different sizes of footprints in the same place.
Amazing.
Totally awesome. So this is kind of a little hot spot up here. Is that lake? Oh, it is. That's the right spot. Okay. We're going to be having some fun in this area coming up.
Later this
year. And I'm going to play another, what's that one?
After the commercial. Is that sighting marked on that video we saw by Dobsey Lake?
It is not. I looked.
Again, people don't do.
Yeah.
People don't.
And a lot of times, some of them, if they're fake, a lot of times they won't do stuff like this because then people will investigate them. Just saying. But we got something coming up and we want to share with you. Hello, Bigfoot enthusiasts. Scott here from Squatch America, and I'm here today, rainy day on Mount Hood. Is there any other day on Mount Hood? Anyway, I got something very exciting to talk to you about. Squatch America and the Bigfoot Roundtable folks are actually sponsoring a Bigfoot science fair. Yeah, it's going to run from April through November. We need you to get your greatest Bigfoot evidence gathering idea together and send it to squatchamerica@gmail.com. And the Bigfoot Roundtable will be reviewing them as they come in. And then at the end of November, the beginning of October, in our October episode of the Bigfoot Roundtable, we will announce the winners. The top 3 places will be prizes. So if you want to join the science fair, check out the information on the screen right here. And all you have to do is create a video of your idea and then submit it to squatchamerica@gmail.com. Just email us a link or email the video, and we will be reviewing it on the Bigfoot Roundtable. All right, which that also reminded me something. I forgot what it was now. Oh my gosh, my brain. So yeah, if you have an idea about a research idea or something else, a new way to capture Bigfoot, as you will.
If I do over the campfire jalapeno poppers, can we film that and see if a Bigfoot comes?
Absolutely.
And if not, you'll eat them?
So yeah, and speaking of the Bigfoot Roundtable, stay tuned. It's right after this show.
Do they have their link?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Awesome. So which means we need to be, this is going to be an early night.
Yeah. So
okay, first of all, Raptor, you don't ever need to apologize. I don't even know what you're apologizing about, bro. I don't. I'm not feeling attacked. Just saying. Anyway, no apologies.
Yeah. All right.
Trust me, I know people who need to apologize to me, and you ain't one of them.
Yeah, Dale said I need to submit the print at the campsite too.
Yeah.
In Millinocket, I forgot that. Which I got those photos too. I've got all my stuff, so
start submitting.
Yeah, so I need to submit that.
Okay.
So what else do we need to talk about the Bigfoot mapping project?
Just submit the reports, and if you don't submit them there, submit them to us and give us everything. Give us pictures, give us everything. We will throw them in here for you. I will poke him like this until he gets all of his stuff in. Okay. I love doing this. So anyway, so that's how you use the Bigfoot mapping project. So you just go out to the woods and sit down and hope for something. That's not going to happen. But if you go out intelligently, it's like, I know that there's just been a lot. And the other thing, it's similar to what Christy did with the Oregon Bigfoot Highway. That book, you know, there's Joe Beelart's book, The Oregon Bigfoot Highway, and she just started going to every place that there had been a documented sighting, just repeat visiting over and over again, and she's had 4 or 5 different encounters. So you go to where you know they're going to be found at some point, and that's where you start hanging out. That's exactly what Cliff Barrickman does. He has private research going on all the time, and this is exactly how he does it. He collects reports and he says, okay, where is there a nucleus of sightings, and that's where he hangs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to divulge where that is. We do not encroach on other researchers' territories. We have our territory, and that's where we like to go. And so anyway, oh wow.
So to give you an idea of what got me into hunting Bigfoot is I'm going to show you a spot on the map here. This is in Eastern Oregon. Let's see. I'm going to divulge some information here.
No divulging. Are you going to show where your old house was? You're just excited that your old house is like there.
This is where I grew up. This is the farm
the acreage.
Yeah, there's 13 acres here. There's a building up in the trees here. There's all these buildings here.
They're not there now.
This was a hog farm where we used to raise hogs. And this is where I grew up. Little town called Somerville, Oregon, which is
a post office and a bar.
A post office and a bar and a grocery store, all in the same building. Anyway, but if you zoom out of the map here, like I said, this here is about where I grew up. And then all these Bigfoot sightings
due north
of me. I grew up right there. Up here are all one of the hot spots in Eastern Oregon. This place is called 5 Points, and there's Bigfoot everywhere up there.
He's going down memory lane. We've got questions in the chat now.
Okay, fire.
Okay, so Janice asked, what do we do with the reports that we get? What do we do with those?
If you get reports from somebody, if you can, take notes or record it. That's even cooler. A lot of times I will just pick up my phone, say, hey,
what do we do with them once
I'm getting there?
Okay.
Record it. That way we've got detailed information from the horse's mouth as they say it. And just email them to me and we'll put them in the database.
And what do we do with them when we get them? After we put them in the database,
we can add them to this Bigfoot mapping project, or
sometimes we go out with people to check it out, right, Janice?
Right, Janice. Yeah, if they're more recent, or even if they're not too old or whatever, if it's in the same month as or so,
Or within a year.
Yeah, just say, hey, can we go check this out? Can I sit down and interview you or whatever? You know, call us and we'll interview them on a Zoom call if we can, and then we'll go out and check it out. And we'll send it to one of you guys to go out and check out.
Yeah. And David, hi David. Glad to sort of see ya. Wanted to sort of see ya on Saturday. Yeah. But anyway, he says the Blues are a Sasquatch hotspot. They really are.
They really are. And like I said, that's my home stomping area right there.
Go up to Yakima, Washington and see what's up there.
This is where Hannah's from. Where's Yakima? There it is.
Oh, hey, it's not bad.
Hey, they had a sighting right downtown.
Probably. Oh my gosh.
But there's a couple. But the hot spot in this area is actually right here.
Yeah, the Olympics.
Right on the backside of Mount Rainier right here. Not far from Yakima, actually. That's where the hot spot is. In fact, there's a lake back here called Bumping Lake that's really hot. So if you're in the Bumping Lake area.
And by the way, we will be headed up into that area very soon here. So we should probably catch them up since we have to get off in 7 minutes.
Okay.
So you have time to take care of business before the Bigfoot Roundtable. Why don't we catch these fine folks up on what our next plans are?
Where we're headed?
Yeah. You can get rid of the map. Boop. So anyway, we are about to descend back into a few, we got festivals coming up. This Saturday, we'll be headed into, pray for us, please. We're headed into Portland to go to the Fallen Outdoors fundraising dinner. And then that's Saturday. And then on Sunday, we leave Mount Hood and we will be driving to Long Beach, Oregon to stay in Seaview.
Long Beach, Washington.
That's what I meant. Long Beach, Washington. So we will be leaving the land of no sales tax and going into the land of no income tax.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we will be in Long Beach, Washington for a few weeks. Oh my gosh.
We're locked up.
You're locked up. Okay. So by Memorial Day, we will have driven all the way up to Forks, Washington for Forks Sasquatch Days over Memorial Day weekend.
There we go.
And so that is our most immediate. That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
That's our most immediate plan. We will be working our way up the Oregon coast. Or the Washington coast. Maybe if we work it right, we can go out on my cousin's yacht. I have a cousin with a yacht.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Donald Fuller said that Bumping Lake has a tendency to get overpopulated with campers.
It does.
So anyway, let's see what since we're going up to Long Beach, let's see what Long Beach looks like here. It's just over the border, isn't it? Okay, there's the river. See, nope, going down. Now you're back in Oregon. You need to go. Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You've crossed. Oh my gosh. There's the river right there.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. Driving me nuts. Where's Long Beach? It's right over the border.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put so people can see my confusion.
There's Seaview right there. This is where we're going to be, right there on that beach.
Yeah. And look, we got Squatchies in Astoria, Oregon, and then over here, this has got to be part of the Olympics, isn't it? The southern
it's
part.
by Olympia.
Yeah, it's southern part of the Olympics.
2008.
2023.
Oh, hey, there we go. Vocalization and footprints.
Yep. So we're going to be checking that one out.
Yep. Hopefully his knee will be cooperating. I tell you what, there's nothing more frustrating for him than to have a whole 3 weeks of squatching planned and then he can't get out of the camper.
David Boothroyd said, check out the Cottage Bakery.
All right.
All right.
If they got gluten-free, I might have a chance.
There we go.
All right. So yachts are boring power boats for sure. I am just like thrilled to have a cousin with yacht. All right. So Raptor wants to know if there are other apps like people used to use.
Our solar flares are knocking our satellite out every once in a while. People used to use the BFRO's website, which is another good one actually, but most of BFRO stuff is on this map now. But
this map is trying to consolidate all the different reporting databases.
Yeah, from everybody. So they have like the entire database from the Bigfoot or from BFRO on here already.
And no, the BFRO site does not look like this at all.
No, it does more like the BFR site. You can go to the state, then you got to go to the county that you want to check out, and then it'll list.
Yeah, this is the most interactive, comprehensive map, Bigfoot map, anything. It is really quite brilliant.
It is.
So that darn eclipse, we can blame it on. By the way, how did you do? You have an eclipse, funny. Did y'all survive?
Did you survive the eclipse? Because it was the worst apocalypse ever.
You know what? I didn't even hear, back in 2017 when we were in the path of totality in Oregon, there were people clogging up the freeways, people that got stranded because they were stuck on the freeway. They didn't have food and water. I mean, they were just total idiots. There were idiots running amok during the 2017 eclipse.
Yeah. So, not to brag, but I've survived like 5 end of the world's things. What? Let's say we survived Y2K.
The end of the Mayan calendar.
The end of the Mayan calendar.
The eclipse in 2017.
The eclipse this year.
The pandemic.
Was it Hale-Bopp comet?
Hale-Bopp comet. We're at the end of the Kali Yuga.
We survived all that.
And parenting teenagers.
Yeah. So.
All right. Don said it felt apocalyptic. He was in the path, felt like nuclear winter. Ours was when we were in the path of totality, it was in August. And it dropped. I mean, it was
10 degrees.
It dropped, and it was dark. But anyway. And we were just outside the path of totality in Alamogordo last October. And it got dark for like boop, and then it was gone. So Doug Morrison said, did we get a chance to look at Facebook?
Yeah, we did. I did. I'll get back to you on that. That report, I didn't look at it. So I feel I'm bad. I'm a bad person, but I did see it. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. I'll look at it. We actually, in that area.
That we never.
We did a video that we never
put up.
Never edited and put up, but we filmed a video about a report that was on the beach there.
Yeah. So and you guys, can I throw you under the bus here? It's way better if you want to get a hold of him. Don't do Messenger. Don't do Messenger. He hates Messenger. It's hard for him to keep track of.
Especially if you do it on our Facebook page for Squatch America. I never check that one.
Pick up the phone or text
me
the phone
or
do
email squatchamerica.com.
But Facebook Messenger
at gmail.com. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, you got 9 minutes until the Bigfoot Roundtable. So with that, it's time for us to say so long, farewell, I'll be and good night. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with us. Please like this video, subscribe.
Yeah, 50% of our viewers are not subscribed. Push the button.
If you are subscribed, do not push the button.
There you go.
And remember, our job is to investigate the unexplained.
Not to explain the uninvestigated.
So we will see you next week.
You keep
you keep watching
and we'll keep squatching and go out and find Bigfoot. Bye. She doesn't know what to say.
That damn Sasquatch.